It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a can of Steamers Lane Lager from Uncommon Brewers. It's coming in at 4.3% ABV. And the Uncommon Brewers are based in Santa Cruz, California. I've had a few of their beers before. One was called Siamese something or other. And it was fabulous. It was a really nice beer. So I'm looking forward to this. The beer's available from beersofeurope.co.uk. Nice bit of smoke on the can opening. Here we go then. Two finger, slightly off white head, slightly hazy beer. Nice levels of carbonation. It is actually very, very good carbonation on the beer. But I think, as a disclaimer, the glass here has a widget. So two finger, slightly off white head, good levels of carbonation, golden in colour. Let's get the aroma. Slightly sweet, lemony, slightly spicy. But it smells pretty good. Beers of Europe, the largest online beer store in the UK. Massive beers from all around the world. Massively good beers from all around the world. Check out the link in the description box below. Cheers. Interesting, this one, interesting. It's got a nice, really kind of big initial hit of sweetness that just kind of grabs you. And then you're kind of thinking, oh no, because I don't think there's a lot of people out there that like really sweet beers. I think the majority of us like kind of bitter, hoppy beers. And then it disappears, that initial sweetness, which is quite... You kind of think, no, it's a really sweet beer. And then it goes over to being a very refreshing, very well, nicely carbonated, citrusy, lemony lager. Little bit of pine. There's a touch of spice in there that is throwing me a little bit because I can't quite get my head round the flavour in the beer. I've had it before. It's definitely not kind of like Hefeweizen style beer, Hefeweizen style spice, but there's definitely something in there, like maybe... Dare I say it? Let's see if we can find it. Do you know sometimes you can find a word and you're just about to speak it and you can't remember the word? It's very similar to this flavour. Maybe some candied sugar and ginger. I know that's a kind of a really wild thing to say, but I'm going to read this. Lavender. Common lager brewed with lavender. See, I don't see, although it took me a little while, and I went with ginger, which is a spice, and lavender is slightly a spice, and is completely miles apart. I'd rather stand here and trying to guess the flavours than stand here going, this beer has been brewed with lemons and lime and biscuit malt, and I don't want to be one of them reviewers. It's not what we're about here. We like to be off the cuff, we like to guess. But yeah, I suppose it's time for a rating. It's a perfectly good lager. I think if I was to change anything about the beer, I would maybe take that sweetness away at the beginning, but then again, it might be that, now there's no can date on here. It might be that it's slightly old. So maybe if I was at the brewery, fresh one of these, it may be tasting amazing. Maybe it's just suffering a little bit with fatigue, with a little bit of age, like we all do, yeah? Not that I go picking lavender and eating lavender every day of the week, so I'm not really, you know, I don't think it's very, it's not the easiest thing to pick out in a beer, lavender. But I could definitely, you know, there was definitely something in there that stirred my interest. Other than that, nicely carbonated, a little bit of lemon, a little bit of kind of pine needle, a good biscuity, slightly sweet beer that I think deserves a 7 out of 10. It's a 7 out of 10 from Reload Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box, subscribe to our daily beer reviews, give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! And cheers.